Hey guys, it's Greg, and in this tutorial, we're going to look at how to make a homepage for your blog or website so that when someone visits your .com or your .net, .org, they see a nice, beautiful page like this with the image slider. We got a little selfie thing going on there with the same sort of pose. And then they're going to see some nice featured boxes. They can talk about your business or your brand. And then you can write about your mission statement, include a video, include a call to action, and some basic links and text with the copyright. So all we're doing basically is putting this stuff on the homepage instead of this stuff, which is the traditional WordPress format, if you don't know, which you probably do. So usually you get the blog posts in a list with the continue reading button and a sidebar, but sometimes we want more of a website feel. So we're going to go through the traditional web design flow, just like a web developer would, and build out a homepage and sort of stack content like this, and then this, and then this. So that's what we're going to do. This will work great with any site origin theme because we're using the super hot North theme. If you run Vantage, it'll work. Also, if you run a theme like Sydney or virtually any other WordPress theme where you can change the reading settings, here we are in settings reading, then it'll work great. All we really have to do is create two pages, one called front page or home page or whatever you want to call it, and one called blog or my blog or whatever, and assign those here where it says front page and where it says post page. So this is actually the same website. We've just got a blog page we can see here by the link, and then we have the home page right here. And by the way, if you just completed our My WordPress blog tutorial video, you'll be right up to speed and have all the content that we see right here. So you'll have this made on your homepage, and we're just gonna go ahead and make this then. And I'm gonna show you how to upload some new content. If this seems difficult, it's really not. Just think of it as we're creating two new pages, just two new pages. One of them called front page and then a blank page called blog. And these are the same website. So it's kind of like when you buy like a set of Legos back in the day, then you make the original model that's on the front of the box with the instructions, but you can also make the model on the back of the box, which is equally amazing, just a little bit different and a different style. So it's kind of like building Legos, which is a funny analogy that works for me. I'm sure you could think of your own better analogy though. All right, so let's get started. All right, so here we are together on our beautiful WordPress blog with the standard format. And to get started creating our website homepage for our blog or website, I guess what we have is clearly a blog, we just need to go to the dashboard. So click in the upper left, and then we need to visit pages. So click on pages. To start, you just need a new page. So click add new. And I always like calling this front page, but you could call it like front page or home page, whatever you'll remember. All right, so I just like calling it front page, just my style. And then click publish. All right, now you're all set with this. And if you go back to pages, you'll have front page right here, and we can start working on it. If you already had it because you watched our previous tutorials and stuck with us before, then you're all set. Just open it up. You don't need to make it again. All right, and now when we're here, you should see a tab for Page Builder. If you don't though, then you just need to go to your plugins and install Page Builder plugin by Site Origin. But because we're using a Site Origin theme, we have this option as a tab, so we'll click Page Builder, and it's gonna recommend that we install Site Origin Page Builder. We want to, so we'll click Install Now, and then we can click Activate. All right, so if you're using a different theme that doesn't have that, you just need to install this plugin right here, and you'll be up to speed. You'll be right where we are right now. And make sure it's activated. So now when we go back to the page, if you refresh it, just click refresh, it'll know that our page builder is ready to go. And it's gonna come in on the right once my internet hurries up. So now just click page builder. All right, and here we are in a blank Site Origin Page Builder. All right, so we want to start by clicking row. And we're going to make a few of these, but the first one we're going to set to a row layout of 1 and just click Insert. All right, that was pretty easy, so let's do it again. Let's click Add Row. And this one's also going to be a 1 row layout, Insert. And then we'll do it again, add row, and set row layout for 2 columns this time with even and left to right. We're not going to change this setting or this setting. Click insert. And then one more, add row with just 1 column, keeping it simple here, guys. All right, so then just drag the 2 column row up into the 3rd position. Pretty small detail. All right, our page structure is ready and we can start putting in content. But first, I want us to come down to the right, and in page settings, let's change the page title to not display it. And then let's get rid of the masthead bottom margin. So check to disable that, and get rid of the footer top margin. So this will just make our homepage cleaner and tighter without as much white space and without a title. All right, and then we're also gonna say page layout. Instead of default, we want this one to be full width. So all the pieces in place for a nice website page with traditional styling. All right, and what I want you to do is just click update so that our work so far is saved. All right, we have the perfect structure now for a home page. We can leave this page and come back to it because we need to go back to our plugins. So come back to your list of plugins and we're going to install 2 more. Just click add new. And we're going to look for site origin widgets bundle. So if you're in your page editor right here for front page and you click add widget, you'll get the list of available widgets that the site origin page builder comes with. And installing this plugin is just going to give us more widgets, all right? More power, and we like more. All right, so let's click install now on site origin widgets bundle. Make sure it's by site origin too, not some copycat. And activate. Great job. Now add new one more time. And we're going to add the site origin, one word, CSS plugin, which we'll use to change the fonts and the font sizes when we're almost done with our page. Install now and activate. All right, so a little bit of work, but yeah, I hope you bared with me because now we have all the tools to make our homepage. Come back to your homepage now and just click update one more time to make sure that we're all updated and we have the structure, and that'll also refresh the page so that this page knows that the plugins are ready to go from this other page. All right, good work. Now let's select the topmost row and highlight it so it'll become dark blue, and we can click add widget. And we can see we now have the blue gears, so we got a little more powerful. And just kidding, there's actually one more plugin you want, so click add new one more time and search for Meta Slider, the best free WordPress slider plugin, in my humble opinion. And then click install now. All right, perfect. Activate. And now we're ready to start building our front page. All right, so once you're back on your front page, just click update one more time. That way everyone's on the same page, and that way this page refreshes and it knows that those plugins are now activated in the background. All right, great. So let's click on the uppermost row to highlight it. You can tell that it's highlighted by the dark blue, and click add widget. And now we're just going to choose the Meta Slider plugin we just installed. So we'll build from top to bottom. Click Meta Slider. Very good. All right, if you open up Meta Slider, you'll just see a couple basic settings, but we don't need a title and we don't have a slider made yet. So let's go ahead and make one right now. We can just click done and let's click update so that our slider stays in there. All right, if you'd like to change your plugins page to the slider page now, I totally understand. That's what we're going to do here. So just open up a new page like this one and click Meta Slider now at the bottom. And Meta Slider is remembering the previous slider I made. So I'm going to click the delete button and show you how to remake this. All right, very good. So you're going to see a blank screen like this, and all you need to do is click Add Slide. Now it's time to click Upload and to upload some media files that you've made for your slider. These files are ideally large images with at least a 2:1 image ratio, so about twice as long wide as they are tall. And you're going to want to crop those and add text on top of them using PicMonkey. That's my best recommendation for you. We always use PicMonkey these days to put text and to change the sharpness, the clarity, to add shapes or cool features on photographs you take. And that part's simple. You just have to snap a photo with your phone or your camera, upload it to your computer, and then hook it up in PicMonkey. So hopefully we'll have a video on that you can watch. For now, I've already made some images for us to use. So we're just going to click Add Slide and select and upload them, and then they'll come in our media right here. And then I'm just going to select and hit Command or Control on a PC. So we get 3 check marks, 3 images selected, and click Add Slider. Sometimes it takes a few moments for the slides to populate, and then you can drag them around by clicking on the thumbnail, dragging, and dropping if you so choose. Alright, no need for a caption or a URL now, but we are going to change the width and height over here on the right. So the dimensions of my slider images were 1280 pixels by 720 pixels. I cropped them in PicMonkey to those sizes so that they'll be good YouTube thumbnails. And I guess that means that the ratio doesn't have to be 2:1. If it's 1280 to 720, it's like slightly different. So like if it's 1.7, that's fine too. But you're going to want to play around. I did find that when they're 1280 to 720, 1280 width, 720 height, that a width of 1500 pixels and a height of 700 pixels on the slider with these other settings, such as in advanced settings, we have center align and smart crop, tends to work really well. So if you want to just copy my settings, go ahead. But if you'd rather play around and use trial and error, then go for it as well. But you can see how the settings are for our slider, which we know will look good. And we don't need the 100% wide output. You could certainly try that, but sometimes it stretches out the slider too much. So once your slider looks good, you can name it right here. If you don't like new slider, call it like homepage slider or maybe front page, and then click save. Now let's come back to our front page and we're just going to refresh it. And now when we click meta slider, it will see the slider we just made, front page slider, and you just need to click done once you've selected the right slider. Alright, so let's update and see what we made. And we're going to refresh the page, and we're going to see that we just see the blog. So why is that? Well, that's because we haven't put our front page up on the home page yet. So if we go back to the dashboard, hover on settings and click reading, we can set up our front page so that you can see what you're building as you're building it. So where front page displays reads, just click a static page. For front page, select our front page, and then let's click save. And the nice thing is you can always change it back to your latest posts if your front page doesn't look good. Alright, so the first building block in our front page of our website is filling itself in with internet slow as molasses. I'll have to yell at my folks for that one. I'm staying over at their house now for a bit. But we're going to see the slider you made, and you're going to see some white space. So if the slide doesn't fill itself up in the center of the page like it should, then go back to edit page. Click on the gear for the meta slider row, the outer row though, this thing. Click layout, and then just scroll down, and let's choose row layout of full width stretched so that those images are forced to go all the way across the screen. Click done, update. And now when we refresh the site, our beautiful slider images will span all the way across the screen. Alright, so if you just get that far, you've done a pretty darn good job and you've made yourself a beautiful slider that a web developer would charge you a good amount of money to make for your website. Alright, so first website feature done. Next, we can easily make those featured boxes beneath the slider. So let's go back to our front page. Let's click in the second row to highlight it, and let's click Add Widget. This part's really easy and fun. We just need to choose the Site Origin Features widget. Alright, and what I'm going to do is click Update, because this widget is feisty, and sometimes you add content to it, and then you save, but it doesn't choose to save, and it's really sad. So we want to update first, and then we'll open it, and we'll start making stuff. Alright, so what I'm going to do at the top where it says Features is click Add, Add, Add. We're going to have Add 4 features. So this one doesn't count, it's just the title. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to scroll down, and we're going to increase an icon size to about 36 pixels, and we're going to make 4 features per row. Then we're going to click Done and Update. And I'm just making sure that our Features widget here saves itself. Sometimes, like I said, it is feisty. So let's open it up again, and it's saved. Perfect. So now let's open the first feature just by clicking it. It will expand. And this is something that you might not know if you didn't use the video, because this took me a while to figure out. But it's actually, of course, really easy. So we're going to come down now, and we're going to just choose the icon. You can choose from icons that come in from Font Awesome, and there's also several other options. Font Awesome and Ion Icons have the most different icons, FYI, but up to you. I like Font Awesome. They've served me well. Now we're going to scroll down, and we're just going to choose one of the many cool icons, whichever you think will suit your business. I recommend going for standard things that actually apply to your brand and your services, but because this is an educational video, we can just choose the birthday cake. Next, we need some title text, because birthday cake's delicious. And this is going to be birthday cake. And then come on down, and you get the cool little visual editor. So we can just write or any icon you want. All right, very good. And we can also put the icon title as birthday cake so that we can find it later on. Now click Done, and we'll move on to our second feature. You can actually just close it by clicking up at the top. That's better. There we go. Open up the second feature. Choose icon. Hey, big guy. I'm just getting a little work done, then I'm all yours. And we're going to scroll down. And why not choose the comments? Because our website wants a lot of discussion and interaction through comments. We can say engage right here for icon title, and then also write that for title text. Nice action verb, and then we'll write audience with actionable content. Done. I keep closing those features, sorry about that. So let's close this feature and open up the second one, or the third one rather, and open up the third one. We're going to choose icon again, and now we're going to go for something else everyone likes. So if you don't find the icon you want, you can certainly just look for it, like money or dollar, and go ahead and choose that $sign. And I'm going to write the word monetize. So I've really been liking that verb lately. It's something that we can all relate to and enjoy doing together. Title text monetize, and then we'll write out a nice description. Monetize your business through online content development. All right, and we're just going to close this feature now because we're learning to keep it open, and open up the fourth feature. Icon, globe, choose it. Global title text. And we're going to write customer support 24/7, 365. All right. In my Texas accent. And now we can close this feature. And let's click Done and Update. And let's see what we made. All right, so when we refresh our homepage, which now shows our front page because we set that up in settings, we have our nice slider followed by our nice featured boxes. All right, it's looking really good. I like it a lot. And if your font or your font size isn't like mine, We're going to see how to set that up in a second. Don't worry, we're going to use the site origin CSS to do that. Very cool. If you want to change the style of your icons along with their background and the circle background, you can come back to the page, open up site origin features, and then you can really easily change the container shape from round to sticker or many other options, which could be cool. And then we can open up each individual feature, and we're going to change the container color. So we want the first one to be red. I'm going to stick with primary colors. Engage can be blue. Monetize can be yellow, even though it should be green, I guess. And then global can be green, secondary color. And now we just need to click done and update. And as you can see, it's really easy to make beautiful changes with the Site Origin Page Builder plugin once we've established a little bit of structure on our front page here. All right, so you're all set to add the third row and put content in our third row. All right, so let's do it. Select the left column and click Add Widget. And just grab yourself some Site Origin Editor action, this widget. All right, now click to open it up, and you'll get our friendly visual editor again. And you get this because we installed the Widgets Bundle plugin. So I'm just going to drop in some lorem ipsum. But this is where you'd write something like your mission statement or why your business exists, or just a short story that you want people to see right away on your homepage. Copy that, and we'll paste it in. And we'll paste it in. And we're going to write a title, which is The Future of Blogging and still can't type, and websites is here. All right, and just click done. Now we're going to highlight the second column on the right and click Add Widget and Site Origin Editor again. And I want a video this time, and I'm just going to embed the My WordPress blog tutorial that a few of you guys have used so far. So we'll click Share, Embed, copy the code from there, and then come back, and we just need to open up that Site Origin Editor and just paste it in the text tab where code always gets pasted. Paste and done. And update. And when we refresh our beautiful looking homepage, if I do say so myself, we'll have the nice text and the nice video. So this page is really looking professional now, guys. It's going to say a lot about your brand and your business and your mission statement. I just don't really like how the video and the text go that wide on the page. And to bring some content inwards, center it. You can go back to the page you're working on, hover on the wrench and click Edit Row, and then just click Layout. And follow me here, and let's add some padding, which will condense the content to the center of the page because it makes more white space around the content. So we're going to give it some right and left padding then to do this. I'm going to click 5 and 5, and it likes filling in all of them, but we just want them on the right and the left. And we're going to make those EMs just because the M's sort of inherit the right properties from the rest of your site. All right, and then we're just going to click Done and update. Good work. And now we can refresh the page and watch our our text and our video get pushed inwards a little bit, and now they're nice and lined up with our featured boxes. All right, so a little bit easier to read for your audience. The final piece of our front page is just a call to action. You can put this anywhere on your front page. You can put 2 or 3 of them if you want. We're just going to make one of them. So click to select the row, add widget, and again, just use the Site Origin Editor is always good. But you could also use buttons, or you could make a layout builder where you put in buttons and editor. Up to you. I'm happy to explain that at a later time or whenever you want. So click Site Origin Editor, click to open it. I'm just going to write out some really simple text. Thanks for checking out our website. Feel free to contact us. There you go. So let's highlight center. All right, and now let's make it paragraph heading 2 so it's bigger, and text color white. All right, and click done. We're going to also change the style of this row, so hover on the wrench, or you can just click the wrench. And in layout, let's go ahead and make this one row layout full width. And in design, let's make the background a nice dark gray. So something like this handy little 7F, 7F, 7F would be good. Click done and click update. Very good. Now let's refresh. You get the picture. It's really easy to add more content to this page because the site origin page builder is so easy to use. And we're going to have this nice call to action. Thanks for checking out our website. Feel free to contact us. We do need a link there though, so someone can click to contact us. So let's go ahead and add the contact us page. And while we're at it, we can add our blog page so people can click there and get back to the standard list of blog posts. All right, so I bet you're getting the hang of it and getting the feel for it here. We're just gonna go back to our dashboard and click pages. We don't need meta slider anymore. We've already set that up, but you can make as many sliders as you want, as far as I know. And we're gonna click add new page. Very good. Contact and publish. And add new. And then blog and publish. All right, so blog is the last page we need to make today. And interestingly enough, you don't need to actually add blog posts to this page. All you need to do is make the page called blog or called my blog or whatever. And then once you publish it, go to settings again, reading. And just like we chose front page to be front page, we'll choose post page to be blog. So now it knows to assign all of your blog posts that you published to that specific blog page. Save the changes. Next, we can go to Appearance Menus and add the contact and the blog to our navigation. Just choose blog and contact, click Add to Menu, and maybe we'll put blog at the end, standard format, and make sure primary menu is checked and click Save. All right, so once you do that and you come back to your homepage and refresh, now someone can easily go from your nice website homepage to your blog page, which they formerly enjoyed reading on your homepage, if that makes sense, which I hope it does. All right, the last step is just to come on down in our front page editor and add that contact us link. So open up your call to action. And let's right click on the contact tab and copy link address. And now let's click that text tab so we can see our white text and go ahead and highlight the right anchor text, just contact us. Click link, paste in the URL, and we'll set up a nice link in the call to action area, which could also be a button if you choose. Click done and update. Refresh our front page, and you can now see the beautiful work that you just set up. All right, guys, great job. You now have a professional looking website homepage you can put on any blog or website you run. This should work with any WordPress theme. I love your feedback in the comments to let me know how things are working. And I'd love to see the home pages you make. So feel free to go all out. All right, so last but not least, we need to make some changes to the font size and font family on our homepage using the Site Origin Custom CSS plugin. To do that, back to the dashboard. And under Appearance, just click Custom CSS. You'll have this section because we installed the plugin. And now we can see there's some CSS written from Site Origin already because I used the plugin and then I deactivated it and deleted it. And when you reinstall a plugin, it'll remember the changes you made. So that's pretty cool, but I'm just gonna delete it all and save, and we're gonna see how to use it. All right, so to get started with the Site Origin CSS plugin, it's really easy and fun. Just click on the I button and it will start examining your site. So you can change a lot. I kid you not, you can change a lot right here. There's text, decoration, and layout to choose from. And this means you don't need to write out the CSS for margin or padding or position. and so on and so forth, like background color, background image. You can control all that from right here. So let's see how to do it. I can click on this body text right here, and at the moment I just want to change the font family. So we can go to font family, and I like writing in the font names. It will understand most of the common ones, perhaps all of them. But I like Montserrat a lot. So once you've decided on a font, you should go ahead and apply it to other areas that people might expect it, like in the footer. Sometimes when you write out a font, it will apply to more areas than you intended, or for example, a color might apply, and that's just if you click on a larger section. For example, I might be able to click on this entire featured box area and then go ahead and change the font, not the Montserrat, the Montserrat font in the entire section at once. So that's pretty cool. We can also do that to the headers. There we go. And we can do it to the navigation menu. So click around and have fun. Then we'll go ahead and increase the size of our headers. We can just click in the right place and come up from font family to font size and choose an appropriate size. And then we'll do that across the board on other headers so our website is consistent. All right, and there you have it. Make sure to change the line height if the font size looks funny or if the letters are overlapping each other. You can also change the text color. And of course, there are a million different combinations of things you could do using the Site Origin CSS plugin. But for now, this is good. Our website's looking professional enough. We don't want to overdo it. And when you're done with your changes, just click on the check mark icon. Once you do that, you'll see all the CSS that Site Origin wrote for us, so we don't have to. And it could be fun to walk through and explain what each of these different commands means. But for now, we'll just save CSS. And now when we go back to our blog, which is now a website, how about that? We can see that our changes are now applied. And they'll, of course, stay in place unless you go ahead and delete CSS on that custom style sheet that Site Origin created for us. All right, very good. All right, so if you used our My WordPress blog tutorial course right here, or if you watched our Set Up a Website at GoDaddy 2017 video, which I'm actually uploading right now, and of course, if you use the amazing Site Origin plugins and themes, then you can have this exact website. And it comes with a blog too, a blog which used to be on your homepage. All right, so thanks so much for watching. I will talk to you guys soon. All right, see you later.